Greetings, humans! Welcome to BTV, where today we examine one of Earth's most magnificent art forms, the mugshot. Ah, yes, that magical moment when fame collides with fluorescent lighting, a 5-megapixel camera from 2004, and a police photographer who definitely did not go to art school. These images are so poorly lit, they make Bigfoot sightings look professionally shot. But before you start judging, and I know you will, here comes the mandatory legal jargon to cover our alien behinds. No one shown here should be presumed guilty. These are merely snapshots taken during, let's call them, unfortunate timing and questionable life choices. 1 point for correctly identifying the perp, an extra point for the year of the arrest, and an extra point for the nailing the charge, or one of the charges. So dust off those human eyeballs, adjust your expectations to extremely low, and prepare to identify famous faces at their absolute photogenic worst. Let's begin this glamorous plunge into chaos. Haley Joel Osment. In July 2006, Osment was arrested after he overturned his car in Los Angeles while intoxicated. Paris Hilton, August 28, 2010, for her arrest for cocaine possession in Las Vegas. Charlie Sheen, on December 25, 2009, arrested for second-degree assault, menacing, and criminal mischief. O.J. Simpson, on June 17, 1994, Simpson was arrested for the murders of his ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her friend, Ron Goldman. Heather Locklear, the actress, in her booking Mugshot, September 28, 2008, for DUI of prescription medication. Phil Spector, July 24, 2013. Music producer Phil Spector is serving a 19-year sentence for second-degree murder in the death of actress Lana Clarkson. Justin Bieber, arrested in South Florida on a drunk driving charge after he was caught drag racing in a rented yellow Lamborghini sports car on January 23, 2014. Michael Jackson, in Santa Barbara, November 25, 2003, arrested for child-related allegations and released after posting a $3 million bail. Kid Rock, Robert James Ritchie, after he was arrested following an altercation at a Waffle House in DeKalb County, Georgia, October 21, 2007. Hugh Grant, June 27, 1995. Hugh was arrested near Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood on charges of misdemeanor lewd conduct in a public place with prostitute Divine Brown. Elvis Presley. This stylish, famous mugshot is believed to not actually be a real mugshot, Rather, it was taken November 17, 1970 by the Denver, Colorado police for Elvis's honorary police badge. James Brown. The godfather of soul, James Brown, arrested January 28, 2004, on suspicion of committing domestic violence. Stephen Baldwin. The actor, after being charged with failing to file New York state income taxes for 3 years, December 6, 2012. Shia LaBeouf. The actor was arrested in Chicago, Illinois in 2007 for misdemeanor trespassing. Mel Gibson. After he was arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence in Malibu, California, July 28, 2006. Sam Hunt. November 2019, country singer Sam Hunt was arrested in Nashville, Tennessee for driving under the influence, DUI, and violating the open container law. Henry Thomas. E.T. Phone my lawyer. Henry was arrested on October 21, 2019 for allegedly driving under the influence in Oregon. Nick Nolte, American actor, following his arrest in Omaha, Nebraska for selling fake draft cards, 8 February 1961. Snoop Dogg, charged with possession of a deadly weapon stemming from an incident at Orange County John Wayne Airport, November 6, 2006. Melissa Etheridge, the singer-songwriter, was arrested for possession of marijuana on August 17, 2017, while returning to the US from Canada when her tour bus was stopped by CBP. Aaron Carter. The singer was arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence and for possession of marijuana in Cornelia, Georgia, on July 15, 2017. Rose McGowan, arrested on November 14, 2017, for felony possession of a controlled substance. Vince Vaughn, arrested for driving under the influence in Manhattan Beach, California, on June 10, 2018. Bill Gates, taken in Albuquerque, New Mexico in 1977 for driving without a license and running a stop sign. Frank Sinatra was arrested in Hoboken, New Jersey in 1938 for seducing a woman under the promise of marriage and adultery, as it was revealed she was already married. Jay-Z, aka Sean Corey Carter, was arrested and charged with felony assault with a deadly weapon in December 1999 for allegedly stabbing record producer Lance Rivera at New York's Kit Kat Club. The Weeknd, real name Abel Tesfaye, arrested on one count of misdemeanor battery of a protected person for allegedly punching a police officer in Las Vegas on the 10th of January 2015. Emile Hirsch faced charges of aggravated assault and intoxication after he allegedly choked Paramount Pictures executive Daniele Bernfeld at a nightclub on 25th January 2015 during the Sundance Film Festival. Randy Travis, after being arrested in Sanger, Texas, for public intoxication, February 6, 2012. Anna Nicole Smith. Smith was arrested on September 21, 1989, in Houston, Texas, for driving under the influence. Tiger Woods was charged with reckless driving May 29, 2017. Police discovered Woods asleep in his Mercedes, which was parked awkwardly on the side of the road, with 5 drugs in his system. John Dillinger, the Depression-era gangster, served time for assault, robbery, and murder before dying in a shootout with police in Chicago on July 22, 1934. Cher. Sherilyn Sarkisian was only 13 years old in this arrest mugshot. Cher was arrested in 1959 for borrowing a friend's car and driving it without a license in Los Angeles, California. Haley Reinhart, the season 10 American Idol alum, was arrested for one count of battery on July 8th in Palatine, Illinois, for allegedly punching a bar bouncer. Gary Dourdan, known for his role in the TV series CSI, after he was arrested on April 29, 2008, for suspicion of possessing cocaine, heroin, and other drugs in Palm Springs, California. David Cassidy, the musician and actor, was charged with felony drunken driving in Shodak, New York, August 21, 2013. Larry King, arrested in Miami, Florida, on charges of grand larceny after stealing $5,000 from a business partner, December 20, 1971. Lee Harvey Oswald, arrested for the murder of President John F. Kennedy in Dallas, Texas, November 23, 1963. Matt Dillon, on December 30, 2008, was arrested and charged with driving at an excessive speed after police clocked him traveling at 106 miles per hour on a Vermont interstate highway. Stacey Dash. In September 2019, the Clueless star was arrested and charged with domestic battery after getting into an altercation with husband Jeffrey Marty. Jimi Hendrix, arrested for narcotics possession at Toronto International Airport on May 3, 1969, after customs agents discovered heroin and hashish in his suitcase. Mickey Rourke. Philip Andre Mickey Rourke Jr. was arrested July 18, 1994, in Los Angeles, California, for spousal abuse of his 25-year-old wife, Carey Otis. Macaulay Culkin was arrested in Oklahoma City on September 17, 2004, for drug possession charges. John Gotti, aka the Dapper Don, was arrested December 12, 1990, charged with multiple counts of racketeering, extortion, murder, jury tampering, and more. Ozzy Osbourne. After performing a concert in Memphis, Osbourne was arrested May 14, 1984, and charged with public intoxication after staggering drunk down the famous Beale Street. He spent 5 hours in jail and then was released. Chris Tucker was arrested in Georgia in April 2005 for speeding and fleeing to elude a police officer. Tucker was driving his Bentley at 109 miles per hour when police attempted to pull him over. Mick Jagger was arrested in this stylish mugshot taken in Sussex, England in 1967 for amphetamine possession. Ted Bundy. First arrest, August 16, 1975, in Utah for aggravated kidnapping and attempted criminal assault. Tim Allen. October 2, 1978, a 25-year-old pre-fame Allen was arrested at Michigan's Kalamazoo/Battle Creek International Airport with more than a pound of cocaine in his luggage. Lindsay Lohan. Ah yes, Lindsay Lohan. The only human with enough mugshots to fill an entire trading card set. Collect all 6. Same face, new chaos. Throw a dart at calendar of the 2000s and you'll likely hit a year she was arrested. Guess one and get the point. Shown in various booking photos provided by law enforcement agencies from over the years for charges of possession of cocaine, driving under the influence, driving with a suspended license, failing to attend court-ordered substance abuse treatment, misdemeanor charges of reckless driving, misdemeanor theft, violating terms of her probation, and providing false information to police. July 24, 2007, November 15, 2007, July 20, 2010, September 24, 2010, October 19, 2011, and March 19th, 2013. Well, humans, you survived part 1 of our glamorous stroll through celebrity mugshot history. You guessed some, you butchered others, and in the process, you proved one universal truth. No one looks good under fluorescent arrest lighting. Remember, these photos don't define guilt, innocence, or fashion sense. They're just evidence that even famous people can't escape bad photography. If you enjoyed this parade of chaos, hit like, subscribe, and prepare those fragile eyeballs, because part 2 gets much stranger. Melvin, out! That was cute. Want to try something a bit more mentally taxing? Click another video, assuming you understand how hyperlinks work.